This is the Transparency Podcast Show.
No, I've decided to move on with my transition. Like
Congratulations.
so many other girls, I consider myself more of I'm evolving. I'm becoming who I really am.
Yes.
So
And
you can
I'm
like kind of tell us where you like in the beginning how you start, like how like when do you feel when you're a little different and
Yeah.
all that?
it's interesting because people ask, like, when did you think, right?
Right.
And I think my thought process has always been the same. You know, it wasn't that I was feminine or anything like that. I just kind of felt that the way I was walking through life, that connection wasn't happening, right? And I think that it was more of a, you look at clothes. I mean, that's probably the biggest thing. You look at makeup, and you look at your hair, and that just felt more natural to me. And so I can honestly say this is something I always kind of felt.
So do you start dressing in the closet or you start just right away like dressing and go out right away?
As a young child, I did,
You
I
did,
got
okay.
clothes and
Yeah.
your sister stuff, and
Yeah.
so you would try that, and you know, um,
So-
and that's how it kind of grew.
So do you steal your
And,
sister's underwear to to wear?
I bought my own. I went out and just got stuff on my own and just kind of,
Oh,
and it just felt natural. And I just knew this was going to happen. And I'd had relationships. I mean, I think I was telling you one time, Shelby, I had relationships with other women. And if I can be so bold to say it, it just felt that we were just two women going out.
Yeah.
And, and I kind of felt that, maybe 3 years ago that I go, okay, this is going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
2.5 years ago, I was probably 90-10.
Did something specific?
Wasn't.
Did something specifically happen to push you in that direction?
I just like the clothes, and I like the makeup, and I like doing it, and I think the way the city had evolved a little bit, where it's a little more accepting. I mean, we do have, the Detroit's. I mean, where I live, it's different than you in LA. It's still a little bit different. We do have our pockets where it's very much accepted. There's places I can go to and not have it, but. And I go everywhere. I decided, I said, well, I'm not going to kind of pigeonhole myself down into just those areas, because this is what I'm going to be.
Yeah, you want to live your life.
Right. Yeah, and I felt that, so that's all kind of all our started. So when you act about, I kind of joke. Someday somebody's going to ask me, what happened during the pandemic with you? I mean,
COVID does really strange things.
Because it just kind of, I mean, it was much more of a, it was just the transition. It was happening.
Yeah. So you provide us some pictures to show, the audience. So can you kind of let us know like what? Like this one, this picture.
This is fun.
Yeah. Is this like in the very, very beginning?
Oh, is that the two pictures, two faces?
Yes.
Yes.
So, all right, I'm going to tell you a story.
Okay, sure.
I was driving, and it was that moment I drove. I saw myself in the mirror in my car, and I go, oh my gosh. But the problem was I actually drove through a stop sign. And I got pulled over by the police.
Oh my gosh.
And so I took the two pictures, and my license hadn't been changed. And it looked. So that's what that is.
Wait. What did the cop say to you? I want to know that. That's more important.
Well, God, there's a whole story and go on, but that he was very kind about it. I drove through it. He goes, "You understand what you did?" And I go, "Oh yeah, I know exactly what I did." And I'm not going to deny it. I'm not going to try to talk you out of it. And I took the ticket and took off. And I just thought it was just a funny moment. And so And because that's what it is. I looked through the mirror of my my rearview mirror, and so I pulled my camera out to take the one picture where my jaw was dropping, and I'm like,
Yeah.
and then I went through. It was stupid. I should not have been driving and taking selfies of myself. But
So
that's
is this your first selfie as Carrie?
wasn't my first one, but it's the first one driving.
Okay.
Taking a picture while I was driving.
Excellent. It's a great
How about
Kind of-
this? How about this one?
Yeah. Excuse
This
me?
how about this picture? Is this like how long ago? Right after that first picture?
I can't see it. I'm sorry.
Oh, she can't see the other pictures.
You know, I can't. I don't know which one that is. Oh,
Okay.
I'm thinking, which one is that? In like in an apartment or something like that? I can't see it.
Looks like
You know,
it.
I'm almost
Yeah.
in the
How about
pictures
this
that-
one? What are you doing in the laundry
Yeah,
shop
shopping.
for?
There's this one,
Shopping.
there's this one store here in Detroit called Janet's Closet,
Okay.
and it's kind of a cross-dresser trans place.
Okay.
What?
And that was probably the first time I had somebody kind of do me, so to speak.
Yeah.
And
So
and they become just great friends. I see them all the
I,
time.
I'm very curious. Besides those stockings, what else do they sell there?
Oh, when they say clothes, they sell shoes.
Shoes.
It's everything you want. It just happens to be the
Right.
wall that I think we always get our pictures taken by because
Right.
it's by the cash register. And so it sells a lot of it's if you're looking online, Janet probably thrilled if I mentioned it to you. We'll give her a plug, but Janet's Closets,
Mhm.
and it's where I go, and like I said, I become friends. I got a couple of friends there that I just adore.
So
Yeah.
are they cis girls?
Yes, they really
Okay.
are. And in a way, it's been kind of neat because I have been lucky in that I do have a lot of cisgendered support.
Yeah,
Great.
that's good.
I'm here in Chicago with a friend.
So
right?
how-
And yeah. And
So
we're
what
just,
about your own family and
Yeah.
friends?
When did you first come out?
That's coming along.
Are they
My
supporting
parents
you?
are both- my folks kind of had a tough time, are having a tough time. I mean, and I get it. Um, you know, um, it's ironic. My sister's children are teenagers, and they're just fine.
Right.
But it's coming along. It's not going to. I understand. It's a big change for them.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's just it's part of the process.
Right.
Right? It's not as if they've knocked me out of their lives. It's
Good.
not as if anybody has said, get out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Sister's husband's not that thrilled, but I think it's because he just misses me not watching football with him. And
Yeah, one
not
thing
that
we
I don't
don't-
like it, I still do, but I
Right.
just think that, so little things like that. But,
One thing that we don't talk about too much as a community is that when we transition, those around us also transition. And so
yes.
it took me 54 years to come to terms, and so it'll take other people a while as
Yeah,
well.